Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my Resident Evil No Damage Real Survival Chris Redfield Best Ending walkthrough. And yes, so in the last video we actually cleared out a good portion of the mansion. However, in this video we are going to be essentially finishing this run through of the mansion. So obviously you want to put away your ink ribbon and go up through here, kill that zombie. I do suggest that you do kill him because you will have more than enough ammo by the end of this. So be sure to spare a bullet and just decap that guy because he can be a real nuisance. So in order to dodge that zombie, I just dodged, stick to the wall that I did. And yes, so now we are going to pick up the dog whistle. And we are going to be using it quite soon. And yes, so now when we're coming back out of here, stick to the right wall, and the zombie will essentially never grab you. This zombie is always in a different position when you're going through there, so you are going to want to be very wary of where you are running, especially if you are doing no damage or if you do not have any sort of defense items. Be very cautious when going around that corner, because that zombie can really take you by surprise if you aren't doing things right. So in this room we are actually going to be doing something that we did not do with Jill, and that is we will be pushing this statue down to the bottom floor. So if you remember with Jill, when we came back to the mansion after we completed the guardhouse, this statue was already broken. But with Chris, we want to knock it down right now so that we can get some more shotgun ammunition and so that we can defend ourselves better when going through the mansion. So right now we are going to be using an old key on this door right here. And we are now going to be using the dog whistle that we just picked up not too long ago. So be sure to equip your shotgun and use the dog whistle. These dogs can be very erratic with the way they attack you, so just be very cautious. When you see them come on screen, just start shooting them, and then pick up the collar. Once you pick up the collar, just leave this room because you do not want to deal with the second dog that actually spawned in here as well. And we will never have to go back through that area, so yeah, we will be okay. I would suggest killing this guy as well if you want to, because again we are going to be running through this area quite often, and I wasn't sure if he actually died from that or not, but he actually ended up dying here, if I'm not mistaken. I was just in the wrong spot. But yes, you do want to take the canteen with you. I did tell you all to put the canteen in the I was going to say the item box in your inventory at the end of the last video, but because we are going to need to burn some of these guys. However, this zombie I was actually going to try to run past, but I was like, you know what, screw this. I'll just run back out of the room and run back in to reset his position so that I do not waste a defense item trying to dodge him, because I was not confident in doing so. So if you ever feel that you are not in a good position to dodge a zombie, just like run back and, you know, run back through the door that you came in, and the zombies will reset their positions. So it can make things very easy to get by. So right now we want to unlock this door. This will bring us into the mirror room where we actually got the golden arrow. And what we want to do is run over here. This Crimson Head zombie will wake up. So he is going to be in this room from here on out, unless you decide to kill him, which I do not. I decide to dodge him for the duration of this walkthrough. So right now, we want to actually pick up this mansion key, and a trap activates once you do so. However, in order to circumvent the trap, you want to check the dog collar. So let's examine it. There is a switch. And there's something that looks very much like a key here. So we spin it around and we form a fake key that we can place into the slots where the real key actually was, so that we can deactivate this trap. So that is quite convenient indeed. Quite handy. So right now, we are going to be doing things. You guys have likely noticed that things are quite different from the way that I was doing things with Jill. Again, because Chris has far less item slots. When running through here, be very wary of that Crimson Head zombie, because he is quite fast, and if you do not run through the door quickly, you likely will be damaged. So be sure to watch yourself there. But yes, right now we are actually going downstairs to use the chemical. So if you all remember, or if you all watched my Jill no damage walkthrough, you will know that I actually used the chemical while I was saving Richard. But we do not want to do this here because, again, Chris doesn't have as many item slots, and it can be a real pain to try to do that while saving Richard, because you only have about 4 minutes to save him. 4 real-time minutes to save him. Alright, so let's use the chemical here. And you want to turn it to the red side in order to kill this plant. If you turn it to the green side, it will kill all of the herbs in this room. So again, if you were doing a no damage playthrough, you could just, you know, kill all the herbs if you wanted. But I don't really see the point, because it's a waste of time. But I kind of should have showed it off, because I didn't show it off with Jill. But I don't know, I wasn't really thinking about that when playing. So yes, now that we do that, we pick up our death mask here, which we will be needing in order to escape from the mansion, at least the first time. And after doing that, 2 zombies will crash through the windows here, and they will be in this room from here on out. So this is an area that we did not go to with Jill. That is because we need to pick up a little key. So there's a dead zombie here that will wake up if you activate this little sequence here. So yeah, you do not want him waking up because he's kind of annoying to dodge. So be sure to click on the closet here for Tom Cruise to come out, and yeah, shoot him in the legs and pick up the old key. So once we have that, we can leave this room and never return there. Again, it does help to burn that zombie there. It makes things a lot easier to dodge and stuff, and since we're not really relying too much on the canteen and lighting zombies on fire, I don't really mind just, you know, using that. We're also going to be killing the first zombie that we saw in the game, which is over here. I thought I was going to need the canteen in order to kill him, but I ended up getting a headshot. However, if you do need to refill your canteen, you can actually do so in the room where we picked up the fake shotgun. So just in case that zombie does not go down, you can just backtrack through the rooms that we just came through into the room with the broken shotgun, and be sure to refill your canteen and just burn that zombie afterward. So right now we are picking up the blue gemstone, which is why we pushed it down a little earlier in this video, and we are going to be using it in order to get some more shotgun ammo, because it's definitely going to help us to have more ammo. Again, the 2 zombies will always be in this room from here on out. However, they're very easy to dodge. I mean, with this guy, all you need to do is stay near the wall that I was running at, and you'll pretty much never have any problems with him. He's not very good at grabbing you, which is a very good thing in my opinion. So now let us use the blue jewel here. And here we go. Some shotgun ammo. Very, very nice. Alrighty. So now that we've done all of this, we are finally going to make our way to Richard's room in order to save him. And yeah, so when we go to save Richard, we're not really going to be doing anything else besides saving him, because there's not much else that we can do with Chris. But yeah, either way, we should be good. But yes, I really do enjoy this HD remaster. I am going to eventually pick up the PC version of this remaster. Obviously, I'm playing on the PlayStation 4 at the moment. Well, it might not be very obvious to you, but yes, in the beginning I kind of showed that it was PlayStation 4. But yes, I really want to play the PC version because there are actually mods that you can download in order to skip the opening and closing door cutscenes in between rooms. Not that I do not like these, it's just that, you know, when you've played the game quite often, they do get old. So it would be nice to kind of skip them. But in any case, we just used the mansion key in order to get to Richard's room. And now we need to go and get the serum, which you should know where it is at this point. I mean, we've gone into that safe room so many times, and that safe room has obvious areas where there are various chemicals and things like that on the shelves. So yeah, we are going to make our way back there. But in any case, yes, I'd really want to pick up the PC version of this game whenever it goes on sale on Steam, because that will be quite nice, in my opinion, to be able to skip the door sequences. And the game is also 60 frames per second on the PC version. I'm not really sure why they didn't do that with at least the PS4 and Xbone versions, but yes, the PC version runs at 60 frames per second and looks absolutely amazing. We will be killing this zombie eventually. However, the one downstairs I don't believe I ever kill, so yes. And here, we want to pick up the serum, however, we're going to have to put away a few of our items. So what I ended up putting away was the shotgun and the canteen. But again, I'm going to be coming back for them eventually. I actually pick up the canteen because I think I get grabbed by the zombie upstairs and ended up killing him. So when I did that, I ran back downstairs, got the canteen, and went into the other room to refill it and burn him. So yeah, it's kind of a waste of time too. It really annoys me that I had to do that, but in any case, I have to show everything that I did, so yeah. But yes, 60 frames per second on PC, and it would be interesting to see some more costumes introduced into this game as well. I do enjoy the fact that they put this new Chris costume as well as the new Jill costume in the game, but I don't know, I wish there were a few more, and maybe some like extra weapons that they could have added. I mean, there are a good amount of weapons, but I wish that you could unlock Barry's special magnum, you know, in your item box to play with from the beginning. That would be amazing, in my opinion. But yes, the only way to get Barry's magnum is to get the bad ending with Jill, which is not too great. Or I guess the medium ending,
this is what you
the
wanted.
okay ending, the average ending, whatever you want to call it. Any of those endings. So after saving Richard with Chris, Rebecca actually brings him to the safe room downstairs, and you have to backtrack through the mansion again in order to get back to where you want to. Unlike with Jill, where when she uses the serum on Richard, then he's just, you know, laying in the same room that you saved him in. So yeah, this is the zombie that I ended up killing, and I was going to leave, but then I was like, yeah, he may turn into a Crimson Head, so I should probably take him out. And since I just used some shotgun ammo, I figured I'd go in here and refill my shotgun. So yes, we are going to be picking up the canteen, refilling it, and burning that zombie. Just in case you need it, you can actually come back into this room, and Rebecca will heal all of your wounds for you. She will do it up to 3 times. However, I opted to tell her no because I didn't know whether or not that would count toward my being healed at the very end of the game, and I didn't want people to think that I actually healed myself and to think that I actually got damage and cut it out of the video or something like that. So yes, I told her no, I don't want to be healed because I don't want people to think I didn't do this no damage. But yes, if you need it, you can come back there 3 times and Rebecca will heal your injuries, which is quite nice, especially if it's your first time through the game and you're not too sure about what you're doing. But yeah, so again, this is the room that had the broken shotgun in it, and this is where we can refill our canteen with kerosene, which is a word I very much enjoy, kerosene. Especially, you know, since it rhymes with canteen, kerosene. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this. So yeah, we're gonna go back upstairs, burn the zombie. I honestly should have killed this guy too, but I was kind of annoyed by that, and I didn't want to use any more ammo. I will admit I was semi-pissed off about that. But yes, so we are gonna burn this dude so he doesn't come back to haunt us. And once again, for anyone who's been following this walkthrough, you do not want to use any of the grenades. Do not use any grenades because we are saving those for the very end of the game. So, yes. I mean, I guess you can use like 1 or 2, but for the most part, save all of your grenades because we are going to be using them for the end sequence of the game when we are in the laboratory. Again, so be very wary of that. The grenades are a great defense item. They automatically decapitate zombies. It's really awesome. Another one of the advantages that Chris has over Jill is that he gets the grenades, he gets the lighter, and he can take more damage. But in this case, that doesn't really matter since I'm not taking any damage. So right now, we are going to run into the room that has Forrest in it. And we are going in there because there is actually a dagger that we can get. Oh, and also, for anyone wondering why it looks weird when I go up and down the stairs, that's because I'm doing a little bit of an exploit where if you continuously mash the run button while going up and down stairs, it actually makes you go up and down the stairs, I think 1.5 times faster than normal. So, yeah, just a tidbit of info for you, just in case you did not know. So, sadly, there's no bazooka or grenade launcher in here for Chris near Forrest's body. So, there's nothing else really to get in there that is worth getting. And if you actually run into the room, like, behind where Forrest is, which I believe contains a bunch of herbs, once you come back through, Forrest will reanimate and attack you. So, yeah, that would be a waste of ammo, and there's absolutely no reason to go back there. At least in this walkthrough. So right now, we are going to use our lighter in order to get some music notes. So now that Richard's not in this room, that zombie will be in there. Again, very much akin to how it was with Jill. There's also a zombie right here that I would advise everyone to kill. Because when running through the next room, once you unlock the back shelf area, he will open the door and show up. So you'll have 2 zombies to deal with in here if you don't deal with him out there. And just do enough damage to him to just like incapacitate him. Do not worry about burning his body because we do not come back in this area enough for him to be a threat as a crimson zombie. So yes, there will be a zombie in here. And yeah, if you want to, you can shoot him down, but I would suggest that you just lure him around the table here. And once he gets kind of stuck behind the table, just run into that area and get the music sheet or music notes. Or music score. God damn it, game. Always gotta show me up, don't you? Don't you? So, yes. Just waiting for the zombie to be lured on this side so I can go through the door. And that's that room. Very easy to deal with. So, yeah, the reason that I put away my shotgun ammo is because I needed 2 slots in order to complete this musical score puzzle thing. But the sad thing about it is I will actually have to backtrack in the beginning of the next video in order to reacquire my shotgun ammo in order to fight the Elder Crimson Head zombie at the end. Not at the end, but, you know, at the end of the mansion sequence when you're leaving the mansion in order to get the stone object. So, yeah, we are making our room... We're making our way to the room with the piano in it. But sadly, Chris does not know how to play the piano like Jill did. So we will have to wait around before this puzzle is completed. However, it's nowhere near as bad as it was in the original version of Resident Evil. In the original version, I think there was a certain amount of time that needed to elapse before Rebecca completely learns the Moonlight Sonata. However, in this game, it seems like you just have to run into a few rooms, come back, and you'll be okay. She'll learn it. So behind this shelf over here, there is the musical score. You want to combine it with the other music sheet that you got and use it on the piano. Again, Chris has no idea how to play the piano, so when prompted to let Rebecca practice the Moonlight Sonata, be sure to let her. I think she does so no matter what you choose, but yeah. And you can see, or you can hear her botching the Moonlight Sonata in the background. So we are going to use this little bit of time that we have in order to pick up the emblem in this area, which again we will need to complete that puzzle that's in the room that Rebecca is practicing in. So in order to get Rebecca to completely finish the Moonlight Sonata, just run into the main hall of the mansion. And once you do that, run back to where she is. And yeah, she will have learned it by then. Somehow, I have no idea how she learned it so quick, but apparently she is a musical prodigy. At least in this version of the game. Again, in the original, it took longer to do this. And usually, while she was doing that, I would run around and do other things. But in this case, I don't really have much to do. I mean, this is the only thing that we have to do at this point in the game. There's nothing else for us to really deal with at the moment.
Chris!
So yes, Rebecca learned it. She opened the hidden passage over here. Let's pick up the gold emblem. And now we are going to place the older emblem into this slot and place the gold one back into the dining room of the mansion. And no, we do not need that thing that is shining on the floor in this room. That is just a note, so no need for it. Imagine if notes shined like that. Imagine if like key items shined in the real world. I mean, how would... Oh jeez, it doesn't even make any sense. Like, how would you even know if an item was a key item? A key item for your life shines in the distance. Jesus Christ. Okay, I don't know where I'm going with this. So, place the golden emblem on this wall, and the clock here will open up. So now that it has opened, we will need to do a bit of a puzzle here. Again, very much like I said in the Jill walkthrough, you will need to turn the large gear to the left twice, and once you do that, the puzzle will be completed. And in order to know how to figure out this puzzle, there's actually a picture to the left where one guy is getting stabbed in the face, the other one's getting stabbed in the torso. And yeah, that essentially corresponds to the areas on the clock that we need to place the hands. So now that we have the mansion key, we will be running back upstairs into the room where the giant snake is. This is where Richard was damaged earlier in the game before we saved him. And yes, you will notice that Richard will not show up during the snake boss battle with Chris, which is quite unfortunate because that means that you cannot get Richard's assault shotgun at this point in the game, which means that you need to rely on the normal shotgun, which again makes Chris's game that much harder because we will not be able to get Richard's assault shotgun until we go into the shark area of the guardhouse, because that is where Richard actually meets his fate in Chris's game. Which I do enjoy that scene more than him being killed by the snake, but yeah, it sucks that it takes so much longer. So here is Yawn, the giant snake. It's very easy to dodge, in all honesty, especially compared to the original game. So what you're going to want to do is run to that box over there and pick up the death mask. As soon as you do that, just leave the room. There's no reason to waste any ammunition against Yawn. it's absolutely pointless, especially since you have to fight him again at the, well, later on in the game. So no matter what you do there, you will have to fight the giant snake again, so do not even bother wasting your ammunition. Especially on real survival difficulty. Jesus Christ, I don't know what's wrong with you if you did, but do not waste your ammunition. I beg of you. So, now that we picked up the death mask, we are going to finally do the armor puzzle. And of course I got grabbed by that zombie. That was somewhat intentional. I had a feeling, well, there's a pretty high chance that you will be grabbed by him, which is why I wanted another dagger, because I did not want to use a grenade against that zombie. So in order to solve this puzzle, you want to push the top right statue, the bottom left one, and then the bottom right one. And once you do that, hit the button in the middle of the room, and we will be able to pick up the jewelry box. I'm honestly not sure what happens when you do not figure this puzzle out properly. In the old version of Resident Evil, if you didn't do the puzzle right, which was, the puzzle was different. All you had to do was push statues over these little gates on the floor, which spewed poisonous gas if you hit a button. But I'm not sure if in this game the poisonous gas still seeps into the room if you fail the puzzle or not. And as you saw right there, I picked up like a wooden thing mistakenly. We will never need that in the game, because the only thing you need that for is to get a map. And yeah, since I have this game memorized, maps are useless. Can be somewhat helpful, maybe your first time through, but I don't know, I think maps are far more helpful in the Silent Hill titles, because those games are a lot easier to get lost in my opinion. But yes, in any case, we want to run back to the safe room now and put away all the death masks that we acquired, including the jewelry box, which contains one of the death masks. So let's put all those away, and now we are going to be running upstairs into the room that we unlocked a little bit ago. Jesus, a little bit ago. God, not of go. Cannot speak today. I apologize. So, yes, let's run over here. And we are actually going to be doing the puzzle for the crest as well with the bugs, which I completely did oddly in my Joe walkthrough. But thankfully, I did it far better with Chris. Yes, I actually finished the puzzle this time around. So, in this room, there's actually another old key, which you definitely want to pick up because we are going to be needing it. Every old key that we pick up, we will need in this walkthrough, so be sure to pick all of them up. So, as soon as we picked up the key, we used it, and now we have access to the room with the bug puzzle. So, the first thing you want to do is pick up the hook. Then you are going to want to pick up either of the bugs. I opted to pick up the bee specimen on this side. Once you pick that up, you're going to want to pick up the golden bee over here as well. Or lure of the bee, whichever you prefer. Do not hit the switch just yet, because we won't be able to complete the puzzle if we do. So let's combine the golden bee with the hook, and then place the bee specimen over here, and then we'll hit the switch. And once we do that, we have access to the wind crest, which we will need to get the magnum, which is the best weapon that we can get with Chris. And this friggin' bug, get away from me. Alright, so just run toward the wind crest, pick it up, and run out of here, because you do not want to be stung by that bee. You can actually be damaged by it, so watch yourself. And now that we have the wind crest, we are reaching the end of this video. The final thing that I am going to be doing in this video is actually using up the mansion key by going into the next room and unlocking a door. However, when you go into the next room and unlock this door, a second zombie is going to appear in this room, which you need to be very aware of. So we have no further use for this mansion key. Let's discard it. And now there's two zombies in here. Actually dodge that one. If you want to, you can kill that one, but I just dodged him. I prefer to dodge him because I don't want to waste my ammunition, but I do think I eventually kill him. I don't remember at this point, but I'm pretty sure I do eventually do so. That, or I just continuously dodge him. I don't remember. But again, for this guy, all you need to do is lure him up the stairs, because zombies cannot grab you on the stairs, and just run by him when he tries to vomit on you. So, now that all of this is done, we can actually save our game. And, yes, I will be posting the next video quite soon, so thank you very kindly for watching, and I will see you all next time.